To English Minds, where learning English becomes simple, fun, and inspiring.
Join us to speak with confidence and clarity. Let's grow together.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. English, the place where learning English becomes simple, powerful, and full of fun. Before we start today's episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Click like and share this video with your friends who are also learning English. It really helps us grow and keeps the lessons coming every week.
That's right. And today's topic is one that every learner struggles with, thinking in your native language. If you've ever said something in English and felt it sounded slow, awkward, or unnatural, you're probably translating in your head first.
Exactly. We're going to show you why that happens and, more importantly, how to stop it. Because once you stop thinking in your native language, your fluency will explode. So stay with us till the end. We're revealing the mind hack to fluency that most learners never hear about.
Let's start with a question. When you speak English, what's happening in your head? Are you silently translating from your first language, or are you forming thoughts directly in English?
Most people don't realize how much translation slows them down. You think in your native language, then search for English words, then fix the grammar, and by the time you speak, the moment is gone.
It's like running with a heavy backpack. Every translation adds extra weight, and your brain gets tired fast.
Exactly. You can't reach real fluency that way. To sound natural, you need to train your brain to think in English automatically without that middle step.
But Emily, let's be honest, it's not easy. When you've spoken one language your whole life, your brain wants to use it for everything.
True, but think about this. When children learn English, they don't translate. They learn by associating meaning directly with English words. When a kid hears apple, they see the fruit, not a translation. That's the mindset we need to rebuild.
And that's our first big secret. Translation is a habit, not a rule. You learned it because it felt safe. Now it's time to unlearn it.
Let's break it down. When you translate in your head, you're doing 3 steps. 1, you form the idea in your native language. 2, you translate it to English. 3, you check grammar before speaking.
That's too many steps. Fluent speakers skip steps 2 and 3. They think directly in English phrases.
Exactly. So the goal isn't to memorize more words, it's to reprogram your brain to connect thoughts directly with English.
And that's what we're going to show you today, how to do that step by step.
First, let's understand why translating feels so natural. It's because your brain loves patterns. It's been using your native language for years. That's your comfort zone.
So every time you learn something new in English, your brain says, oh, I'll just connect it to what I already know. That's translation. It's not bad, it's just lazy wiring.
And to change that wiring, you have to immerse yourself in English, not just study it. Watch English videos, think about your day in English, describe your surroundings, talk to yourself. Yes, it works.
I used to do that when I learned Spanish. I'd walk down the street and describe what I saw. There's a red car. The sky is bright. I feel hungry. It sounds simple, but it's powerful.
Exactly. That's called thinking training. You're not waiting to speak with someone. You're training your brain to operate in English.
Okay, let's dig deeper. What does thinking in English actually mean?
It means you start forming mental pictures and emotions directly connected to English words. For example, when I say dog, you instantly imagine a dog, not the word in your first language.
So you're linking meaning, not translation. And that's why this method is a total game changer for fluency.
Exactly. Once your brain builds those direct links, speaking English becomes natural, like breathing.
You won't have to remember vocabulary, you'll feel it.
Let's talk about the mind hack now. It's a psychological shift that helps your brain stop translating by tricking it into thinking English is your default.
Sounds interesting. What's the hack?
It's simple. Create an English bubble. For 1 hour a day, surround yourself only with English.
So no subtitles in your native language, no translating, no switching back and forth?
Exactly. During that hour, pretend your native language doesn't exist. Talk to yourself, write notes, read headlines, even think about your to-do list all in English.
That's powerful because it forces your brain to find solutions inside English instead of escaping to your first language.
Yes, and the more you do it, the more your brain adapts. After a few weeks, you'll start forming thoughts directly in English without realizing it.
You know, Emily, this reminds me of something. When people travel abroad, they often say their English suddenly improves.
Yes, that's because they're forced into that English bubble 24/7. They can't escape back to translation, so their brain adapts quickly.
So even if you can't travel, you can recreate that environment at home.
Exactly. That's the secret that fluent people know. You don't need to move to an English-speaking country to think in English. You can build that world right where you are.
Let's make this practical for everyone watching. How can they start thinking in English today?
Here's your 3-step mini challenge. For 1 hour today, switch everything around you to English. Phone, apps, videos. Describe what you're doing throughout your day in simple English. Before bed, review your day in English sentences.
That's brilliant. And remember, it doesn't matter if your grammar isn't perfect. Thinking comes first, grammar comes later.
Exactly. Fluency isn't about perfect grammar. It's about clear thoughts and confidence.
Speaking of confidence, many learners hesitate to think in English because they're afraid of making mistakes.
Yes, but mistakes are not failure. They're evidence of progress. If you never make mistakes, you're not challenging your brain.
Right. The only way to sound natural is to sound unnatural first.
Exactly. Every fluent speaker was once awkward. Every confident speaker was once nervous. So be proud of your small steps. They're signs of growth.
Let's imagine this. You wake up tomorrow and your mind starts in English. You look at your phone and think, time to get up. You go to the kitchen. I'll make coffee. No translation, just flow.
That's fluency. Not perfect grammar, flow. It feels easy, automatic, natural.
And that's what we want for you, to feel at home in English.
Yes. And the first step is to stop thinking in your native language and start living in English, even for small moments every day.
So let's wrap this up with a quick reminder. If you want to speak English confidently, stop translating. Create your English bubble. Talk to yourself. Immerse your mind.
And remember, every time you choose English thoughts, you're building fluency. Every small moment counts.
So start today. After watching this video, look around you and describe 5 things in English right now.
You can do it. And when you do, your brain will slowly start to think differently in English.
And before we go, if you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who are also learning English.
Because when you share knowledge, you grow even faster. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep thinking in English.
We'll see you in the next one, and remember,
Stop translating, start thinking in English.